So, with all this stuff going on about Trump, I was thinking about something with everybody talking about the electoral votes and stuff like this. Do you realize that we're running on a constitution that is over 230 years old? And I would ask you, how in the hell are we still going by laws and legislation that were made when we didn't even have cars, TV, or anything else? So we're still running elections on things that were based back during, for all terms, primitive times. So, not that I'm for Donald Trump being president, but he won the presidency fair and square, apparently, based on the Constitution and the way things are set up. So we can't kick him out of office now. That's just like watching a football game and one team wins, but because it's not the team that we wanted to win, we go and try to find infractions and all type of stuff to overturn the outcome. We can't do that because it's hypocritical and everything else. So I guess we actually have to let Donald Trump do his 4 years and deal with whatever comes down through that with that. And then in the midst of that, maybe then we start to change how the Constitution is worded and some of the things that in the Constitution and how we do our elections. But on the flip side of that, I would ask, what is voting about anyways? We all are born free. The earth, the water, the air, the resources on the earth are free. But they are controlled by very few. And the rest have to buy into. So if we are born free and the earth is for everyone, and if we just think about America, what are we voting for? If our government, who we pay through our taxes, is working for us, how are we voting? So when we vote, that means that one side or the other side wins. Now, we all are paying our taxes. And we know there's poverty and certain people can't pay taxes due to whatever situation. But if we all are taxpayers and we paying our government, when one side loses, what does that say? That, because this side won, even though you're paying your taxes to pay our salaries to do what you need for you, you won't get what you need and what you would like to happen for the next 4 or 8 years. While the other side does? Doesn't make any sense. There shouldn't be any voting at all. There should be a government that's based on equality. And equality means that everyone should get the same thing, the same opportunities, the same chances. Not one side gets this or one side gets that, or we're competing against this side for this and this side for that. That doesn't make any sense. So how is this a democracy? How am I paying my taxes, but I'm not getting my needs met because one side of the country chooses or voted more, or is more money being laundered or panhandled to our politicians, or that me and my family and my friends and my neighborhood and my communities, we lose out, but I'm still going to work every day and I'm paying my taxes. For what? I lost. So then when we lose, whether it's Democrat or Republicans, if we lose, shouldn't we not have to go to work anymore or pay taxes? We lost. What am I paying taxes for? I'm not going to get what I want done because we lost. See where I'm going with this, America? The voting system is a scam and it's a fraud and it's not what it used to be. So we need to stop doing it, period. We should base our government And our Constitution and everything else needs an overhaul, and it should be based on equality. It should be based around kindness. It should be based around love. Because right now it's just a mess, and that's why we have Donald Trump. And like I said, I only thing I know about Donald Trump is what I see on TV, through the media, and what he says out his mouth. So I don't know what he's going to do when he's in office. Exactly. But he won fair and square if you think about it. So whose fault is that? It's not his fault. He did what every other politicians have done since the beginning of time. And we fell for the okie doke. He literally beat us to death. And we fell for it. And we fell for it because we are a dumbed down society. And if you don't believe me, look what entertains you. Look at the conversations you have. Look at what we call popular. Look what we think is, I don't know, special. A big ass, Instagram, Twitter. Twitter has become a news outlet where you can only use so many characters to get your point across. If that ain't dumbed down, I don't know what it is. So what do we really do in America? There's need to be an overhaul on this system. Period. When I say system, I'm not talking about government. I'm talking about TV, music. Well, this thing gonna keep going on and on and on. And like I said, some people need other people to lead them because they don't know what they would do with their lives if they didn't have other people telling them what to do. But you have to learn to crawl before you walk. And we can't continue to be born into this world and born into this country and let people do the walking for us. It is insanity to think that you get old enough to move out your parents' house, to go out in the world and try to start a life of your own, but you don't get old enough to decide for yourself and your country, to do what you feel free to do, to live life the way you see it and how you see fit for you, to chase your own dreams in this country. But you don't grow out of that. So you're tied and bound by laws and legislations that were made up years and years ago in a time where people really wouldn't treat equally all around the board, and it's kind of like that now. So I mean, there has to be a awakening of consciousness in this world, and especially in this country. And Donald Trump and all this stuff that has happened was what's needed. But let's push forward and let's make our government work for us instead of we working for our government and corporate America. Now, corporate America and our government and the wealthy bankers, they don't want to hear this nonsense because they would like things to go continue the way it's going, and they want to continue to rule over people, and they receive all the rewards and the resources and other things that the world has to offer while we are out here fighting and scratching just to survive. You want to make America great again? Yeah, let's make America great again. But how great has America ever been? Instead of making America great again, let's make America different. Let's make America the goal for other countries to reach for. And not to live like us, not to believe in what we believe in, but to to show love and really show equality and dare to dream outside of the box and be something different, instead of being worker bees while the queen bees tell us what to do and how to do, and we just sit back and take it. It's a new day, America. And either we're going to push forward or we're going to continue to roll backwards. And like I said before, this is just chickens coming home to roost. This whole situation with Donald Trump and all this stuff, this is, like I said, it didn't happen overnight. We did this to ourselves. Our government, the people that rule over us, did this to us, and we sat back, watched, and allowed it to happen.